Life does not exist alone. The constant cycle and flux of energy exists even in the freezing cold of the Arctic Ocean. Life abounds and is just as fragile here on the white expanses of sea ice as it is on the Serengeti plains of Africa. One does not have to look far to find life on Earth.
What we see right now in the camera, that's actually diatom cells from the fast ice in Barrow. So, and that gives you a completely different impression of what's happening within the sea ice if you look at live samples. So sea ice has an overall significance, and the sea ice biology has an overall significance for the Arctic food web. The first point is that you have a complete ice-associated ecosystem that starts with the production by ice algae, which are consumed by small animals living at the bottom of the sea ice. We call them amphipods. They have a size of about maybe 3-4 centimeters, and these amphipods are a major food source for fish species living with sea ice, specifically the Arctic cod. And the Arctic cod is again the major food for many Arctic birds and also for Arctic seals like the ringed seal. And the ringed seal again is the major food for the polar bear. So you can think of it that a lot of what the polar bears get in the end was produced by plants that are living with the sea ice.
This constant cycle continues throughout time and space without a beginning or an ending. Humans and animals are interwoven into this dance, regardless of place. It's hard to believe that what we do here and now can affect ecosystems thousands of miles away.
In general, however, we're all always continually bound in a social ecological system because we receive our food, our water, our air, our pets from the ecosystems we inhabit.
The view that humans hold a special place on this earth is long gone. Realizing these facts is what we as humans do. What we do with this information is the question we all must ask ourselves.
Well, there's not a problem depending on who you are, right? For oil and gas, diminishing sea ice poses a very small problem. On the other hand, if you're someone who cares about polar bears surviving on the landscape and not in zoos, diminishing and unpredictable sea ice poses a very large problem.
Some of the animals that normally live in the seawater or normally live at the sea at the sea floor, at that time of the year, their juveniles are actually entering the sea ice ecosystem to feed on this high algal biomass. And then later, when they either become too big or when the ice is melting, they go back into the water or to the seafloor. So you have a close coupling through life cycles so that animals are entering for a certain period of the year the sea ice ecosystem. So you have different kinds of connections. You have the connection through life cycles, you have a connection through food webs, and you have the connection through melting of sea ice, release of particles, and sinking of these particles to the seafloor. So I think these are the three major factors how sea ice biology interacts with the overall environment.
In the 16th century, John Donne wrote that no man is an island entire of itself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. It's time we modified his quote just a bit so that it encompasses animals, plants, and all things into our worldview. In the present day and age, a more appropriate wording might be that no man, no animal, no plant, no thing is an island entire to itself. All are part of the ecosystem.